For anyone watching this video, I would just like to say that my name is Whitney Haynes and I am currently a master's student at the University of South Alabama, coming to make you a tutorial video on how to work your Ecampus. The University of South Alabama's online courses are found online at ecampus.southalabama.edu. As you can see, the site is done in Sal's signature red, white, and blue colors. Very patriotic, also very visible to pretty much everyone. The site map is where you can find all of your listed classes that you are currently taking. It will easily guide you to wherever you need to go as far as courses. Once you have entered your course, you can easily see your overview of the course, giving basic announcements that your teacher has processed, as well as whatever general info they want you to know. Next, it's recommended that you go to your course syllabus on the left panel. Your syllabus is where you'll find all of your info for the course, when things are due, what is due, what your teacher deems the most important aspects for you to know. Also, don't be afraid to click on links. They're there for a reason and they're there to help you. Alright, announcements. I usually recommend always checking your announcements. They let you know what's going on for the course, whether something has been canceled, something has been added for the week or for the semester. I also recommend adding your email to your sitemap. That way you get emails when there's a new announcement. It's good about checking every day, and that's definitely something that needs to be done. Under announcements, you'll see weekly units. That is somewhere you also need to go. It tells you what your lesson is for the week and what is due and what you need to read. They're not always called weekly units. They're also called lessons. It really just depends on the professor and what they prefer. Next, you go to assignments. Assignments are definitely important. It's where all your projects are due. As you can see for Project 1, I was already finished with that, so it only showed you the link to find my project. As for Project 2, I have currently started working on that, and I give you a show of what important task buttons you need to know for that text box. Next, we're going to head over to tests and quizzes, everyone's favorite thing to do. I know, no one wants to look at it, no one wants to think about it, but we are. All of my quizzes are currently taken, so I go to the feedback area. Feedback lets you know what you missed, and it shows you the answer key as to the correct answer. That way you can study for future quizzes and tests the teacher may provide you. You can then return to that list of assessments based on your quizzes, and next go to forums. Forums are where students go to discuss their other activities with one another. They post discussions and then they respond to one another. As you can see, this was our intro discussion, so I simply posted a picture and description of myself. Each person who replied has a reply button next to them. If you push the reply button next to that specific person, that is who your comment will reply to. You can go to your next conversation in line and see that this young lady has also posted one of her introductions and people have commented. You can then go back up to the top where it says Forum 1 Self-Introduction. Click that and it will take you back to that specific forum. And then you can see the online discussion forums. Click that and it will take you to all of the current forums. You do have the option for email in your USA Online eCampus guide. However, most people don't use that email, but it does help if you would like to ask one of your fellow peers how to do something and you're lost on a project, or even how to work the site you're currently on. It's also an easy way to reach your professor. Not everyone knows their professor's email right off the bat or even looks at the syllabus for it, so this is a quick and easy way to ask them a question. You simply click their name, type in your subject. You would then type your format and you can either send mail or cancel. I canceled because obviously this is a tutorial. Next, the gradebook. Sakai is really good about gradebooks. Most professors keep theirs up to date. As you can see, they only keep it up to date with current projects. As the course get further along, so will your gradebook. Site info, just another quick thing to show you what class you're in, section, your teacher, and your teacher's email. Next, you go to resources. A lot of professors use resources in their readings for the week and want you to check those currently to keep getting more and more updated info. They choose which folders are in there and what they concern about the course, which is fine. You just need to know what they want you to know depending on the course. Lastly, there is a help section. If this tutorial is not enough or you come up with more questions, you can always enter a search item. That box will only be filled at the bottom once the search item is entered, and it gives you a lot more help. Lastly, we go back to our overview map, and then we go to our profile. A lot of professors like you to have your profile updated with at least a picture. You don't necessarily have to put any other information. As you see, I haven't had the time, but it is good to keep that updated. It's similar to a LinkedIn profile, only just your South Alabama peers and faculty can view it. That's showing you the way you change your picture, add a picture. I would choose something professional. Shows you can go to your profile, connections, messages, privacy, preferences. And then lastly, before you log out, I suggest there's always that tutorial button. It's always there in case you get lost. As you can see, you can click it, go to next, and it starts to show you how to work the site navigation. It's always a good thing to have. Alright guys, lastly, just let me get a quick overview of what we went through. What I want y'all to do for some tips and suggestions from me, check your announcements daily. Like I said, you can link that to your email. Also, don't be afraid to phone a friend. Ask classmates, ask your professor if you're having issues with the site. It's better for you to ask than have a late assignment due or miss an assignment. I also want y'all to know that there's always tutorials on South's website to help you work this as well if you have any more questions.